Giving Thanks, How Thanksgiving Became a National Holiday. Words by Denise Kiernan and pictures by Jamey, Christoph. Giving Thanks, How Thanksgiving Became a National Holiday by Denise Kiernan, pictures by Jamey, Christoph. Here's our dedication for Joe and in memory of Mom and our precious holiday get-togethers in the mountains. For as long as there have been humans on the earth, there has been gratitude. People have said thank you to each other. They have felt lucky and they have been grateful for all sorts of things. Some people are grateful for food. Some are grateful for the rain and the sun. Others feel gratitude for their family and friends. What are you grateful for? No matter how they say it, it all means the same thing. Merci in French. Oh, I'm going to try this one, but I might not get it right. Megwech in Algonquin. Medawasi in Twi. Gamsa Hamnida in Korean. They are thankful for what they have, big and small. I'm thankful for getting to try saying thank you in these other languages. Sarah Josepha Hale lived in America in the 1800s. She loved writing stories. She loved helping others. She loved to cook. Most of all, Sarah thought it was important to show gratitude. Back then, communities chose special days to say thank you all at once. Those days were called Thanksgivings. Families and friends gathered together to sing their favorite songs and share their favorite foods. In Sarah's family and many other families, they ate turkey and cranberries and pumpkin pie. Sarah thought every family should make those foods for Thanksgiving. But when Sarah was growing up, Thanksgiving wasn't always on the same day each year. Different places celebrated Thanksgivings at different times for different reasons. Sometimes Thanksgiving was in October. Some towns might have Thanksgiving in November or December. Some kinds of Thanksgivings might happen even in May. There are always reasons to have gratitude, after all. Sarah wanted Thanksgiving to be at the same time every single year all across America. She wanted everyone to share their gratitude with the people they loved on the same day. She thought it would bring all sorts of people closer together if they chose one day each year to share what they were grateful for. But what could she do? Sarah could write. She wrote about Thanksgiving in magazines. She wrote about Thanksgiving in books. She wrote letters to people all over telling them about how important Thanksgiving was and that they should all celebrate it at the same time each year. She wrote governors. She wrote Americans living in faraway lands. She even wrote the President of the United States. Some people agreed with Sarah's idea. Others did not, but Sarah never gave up. She wrote president after president year after year. She wrote President Zachary Taylor, President Millard Fillmore, President Franklin Pierce, and President James Buchanan. Sarah believed someone would eventually say yes, so Sarah tried again. She wrote President Abraham Lincoln. President Lincoln agreed with Sarah. He announced to all the people in America that they should celebrate Thanksgiving on the same day in November, November 26, 1863. But that year, the country was in the middle of the Civil War. The Union was fighting against the Confederacy. People were fighting with their neighbors. Sometimes brothers were fighting against each other. The country was split in two. Many people wanted their own separate country. Many people wanted to end slavery once and for all. It was a painful year, and in times like that, it can be hard to find gratitude. Even during the war, people did find things to be grateful for, like having enough to eat, having somewhere to live, or being able to help others who needed it. People all over celebrated Thanksgiving however they could. Some celebrated in fields, the 54th Massachusetts Regiment Thanksgiving in 1863. Some celebrated on ships. Some celebrated in hospitals. Some celebrated at home. But not everyone thought eating turkey was a good idea, like Sarah had suggested. President Lincoln's son, Tad, wanted to keep a turkey as a pet instead, so President Lincoln let him. And nowadays, the President of the United States continues this tradition and pardons a turkey at the White House each year and sets it free. From 1863 forward, Thanksgiving has been celebrated in America at the end of every November. Over the years, new things have been added to Thanksgiving weekend like parades and football games. Some people choose this holiday as a time to help those in need. What is your favorite thing about Thanksgiving? No matter what we do, where we are, or how we celebrate, one thing always stays the same. There's always a reason for gratitude, for things great and small. Thanksgiving Day can be every day. All right. That was Giving Thanks, How Thanksgiving Became a National Holiday. There are countless resources for anyone wishing to look more deeply into America's history of giving thanks. For presidential proclamations and more, two wonderful places to start are the presidential collections at the University of Virginia's Miller Center and UC Santa Barbara's American Presidency Project. The Library of Congress and the U.S. National Archives host materials related to American history. The Library of Congress offers the papers of 23 presidents. A great place to start at the archives is with their educator resources. Some of the best information on Sarah Josepha Hale's life comes from her own writing, forwards and biographical information, as well as editorial writings in the magazine she edited, provide insights into her personal and professional lives. And for an in-depth look at all supporting resources, consult the endnotes of the companion adult title, We Gathered Together, A Nation Divided, A President in Turmoil, and a Historic Campaign to Embrace Gratitude and Grace. So you can look everything up that was in here or find out more if you want to. I do have another book recorded about how Thanksgiving came to be if you want to listen to another one. You can look for it in the Thanksgiving category. All right. Thanks for listening.